Index card a day number 32. Follow your art. Creative Katie. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. So this time I'm not going to start with a gessoed surface. I'm starting with a plain card and I'm putting on top a jelly print. You can't see through this paper. It's not deli paper, so the numbers won't show through. So this is a perfect time to skip the gessoing step. Giving it a quick dry with the heat tool, both top and bottom, and trimming off the excess. Putting a layer of Mod Podge across the whole surface to seal it all in. So aside from knowing that I was going to use the jelly print and I'm going to use this stamp, that's as far as my thought process went. And since the stamp didn't fit, I thought, okay, I'm going to cut the letters out. Maybe I can do them that way. My next thought was, okay, I'm going to put this on some other jelly prints and cut the letters out of the different colors. So before I did that, you saw me use my Elmer's spray adhesive. If you let it dry for a while and kind of touch it up and down, it is non-permanent. So I just peeled off the back. So I'm thinking I was going to make that a different color, but I decided not to. I'm going to do all three letters with the same deli print. Here's the R, peel off the back. And now for the T. Off camera, I am spraying this spray adhesive on it so it can stick, and it just makes it easier to cut out, and you can be more precise with your cutting. So as you can see, the letters don't really show up on this background. Too much is going on. So what I cut out, I gave this a whitewash with white acrylic paint, but that wasn't going to do the trick. Oh, I actually left this in. So I get rid of that. Then I try stamping some script stamp on it. That didn't work. Then I try stamping some dot stamp in it. That really didn't show either. Right now I'm still playing around with where I want the letters to be. Deciding that it's going to go side to side like this. So this stamp had the words follow your. Then I think, oh, I could do bubble wrap. So I apply some magenta, pink magenta on there and add that on. It adds another color in. And then I decide, oh, I need a pop of black. Instead of going straight black, I added some Prussian blue to black. And with the lid of my paints, I'm just adding circles. So even though you start with a jelly print, you don't have to leave it that way. You can add more details. So instead of wasting the paint, I'm pushing it on to a cupcake liner, which I have found to be wonderful for collaging and adding on your thing. And I'm stamping into it just to give it some texture. And quick dry. So while I'm doing this, and I have no intention of using that in this project, but it gets me to thinking, what if I did one with pink? So I grab my magenta paint and I paint it on alizarin crimson as well, adding a little bit of silver because I have to have the shine in there, you know me. And I'm going to stamp into it with the dot stamp just to get a little bit of texture. So there's lots of circles on the jelly print, the original jelly print. I added more circles, and I'm even adding circles to this embellishment. So now that I have the embellishment, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. trying if I fold it down here, place the letters on there, it kind of stands up a little bit better. What if I do this? And then I realized that the original one had a heart behind it. So again, I'm not being overly original, but I decided to cut a heart out of the cupcake liner, the painted cupcake liner, and one's white. Suddenly, I'm really liking how this is all going together. It's funny how sometimes you have no idea and you just kind of go with the flow. So I'm going to apply these to the jelly print with Mod Podge underneath and top. And then I'm putting the letters that I cut out of another jelly print on top. To make the embellishments and the letters stand out, I'm just going around them with my Stabilo All pencil and then just activating it with water on a small round brush. So right away, things are moving forward and are showing up a little bit better on the background. We have lots going on this. So now I'm going around the letters. I have a blue Stabilo All pencil as well as the black. Could have used it, but I wanted more contrast, and I had black in the background, so I wanted to bring that up. So I'm quite happy with how this is turning out. And I try outlining it more with some black Pit pens and other things. And it's just not writing very well. The cupcake liner is a bit waxy, and that's, I think, what's causing the problem here. So I go to my Uniball Signo in my white one, and I outline the letters, and I'm really liking that. That just seems to add a nice touch to it. And then I decide to do some dash work around the hearts. Filling in some gaps, again, because I think the cupcake liner is waxy, more so than deli paper is anyways. And I continue to doodle, going around the edges. Instead of putting the words that I had on deli paper, I just wrote my own in. Look at me using my own handwriting. And dash, dot, 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 all the way around. And here's a close-up of the finished card. I'm totally loving it. Love the colors. Love how it all came together. Thank you so much for watching me and joining me for my journey through the ICADs 2016. Come and check out my Facebook group, All Things Mixed Media.